morning, Wine Tribe. It's your boy JM, the corner store wine connoisseur. I'm here at World of Beards Barbershop in Metuchen, New Jersey. I'm in desperate need of a cut. My man Ryan's gonna hook me up. We're gonna drink some wine, talk some shit. Yo, Jake, play the music.
She down to ride, I hope she ride tonight. A change of scenery, just come on over, catch a flight.
Yeah.
I know you try to
Look, listen, listen, yeah. It started in the West, All-Star Weekend. Didn't hit it then, now we on the sequel. Had to fly out, we're in Miami for the weekend. Breaking all the rules, this hot weather got me tweaking. Fucked up playhouse, we had a threesome with Amina. I'm 10 grand in, start to feel like I'm a cheater. She throw it back at 10, sipping on a liter. I hit the blunt once, got me feeling like I need a lot. You know I don't need her, had to ask myself a question, how the grand make me an eater. Grab her by her hair, bend it over, make it clap while I put my tongue.
Y'all got a spot? Can I get a cut?
Yeah. Yeah, you get a cut coming in like that.
Dope. I brought two wines today. They're actually, by coincidence, two California wines. The first wine is The Other from Lodi, California. Most popular region in California is Napa Valley. I'm into the labels. People talk shit about people who pick their wines by labels. It adds value to me. I think it creates expression, and although, you know, it's a novelty thing right now, eventually the serious winemakers are gonna fall in line. Because we live in an Instagram society, aesthetics matter. So they can think they're hot shit for as long as they want. I'm gonna fuck their whole shit up. But yeah, so this is 65% Chardonnay, 25% Sauvignon Blanc, and 10%, which is considered the other, is the Viognier grape. Why blends are dope? Let's say you prefer sweet red wines. You get a blend of a grape that's sweet and a grape that's dry. You're still appeasing your sweet palate, but you're also training your palate to appreciate a drier wine. Chardonnays typically tend to be dry. Sauvignon Blancs tend to be a little bit crispy, a little grassy, a little tropical. And Viognier is more of like a green apple, celery, some type of greenery, whether it's vegetable or fruit. Sometimes wheat, that's always nice. These videos go a lot better when you laugh at the jokes. Full disclosure, I haven't shaved since our last haircut 2 weeks ago. Which, you know me, I'm very vain. This isn't comfortable for me at all. Jake's in my fucking face with this camera. I got, you know what I mean? I look like a goddamn caveman. Cheers, everyone. I'm sorry. And I fuck. All right, episode over.
Listen, yeah. It started in the West, All-Star Weekend.
I know little to nothing about wine, and often when I'm choosing wine, I look at it.
Right, for sure.
How does the packaging look? Does it look like I want that?
Right. Is it relatable? How does it make me feel?
I need it nice, clean, crisp.
I have a...
well laid out.
Definitely true to that too. If you're in the store and you see a dusty ass label, you're not gonna buy that.
Right.
You're not gonna think there's all that aged well.
Right. Or I mean, for me, it's like sometimes I get put off just by like the over fancy lettering. Like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try to connect with me. My philosophy is this: if I drink a bottle of wine, after I piss it out, it's you know, what good is the wine to me now?
And I don't drink wine, but that's not bad.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's smooth. It has a little buttery texture to it, right? A little oily, a little silky. I like the buzz. Let me tell you this. As someone who, you know, I like to drink socially with people, I know what certain type of liquors can bring out in a person. I put it to you like this: when I go on a date, if we're drinking Hennessy or tequila, that night can go all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? It can be really good, but it can also get really bad, and that's on the men's behalf and the woman's behalf. With the wine, it never goes bad. You might get a headache, you might get sleepy, but otherwise, I've never wanted to beat somebody up drinking wine. Trust me, I love cognac. Ever since I've been doing this, I've jumped with both feet into the wine industry. You know, I'm full wino because it's just a commitment that I have to do to myself. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you calling me out on that.
That is an industry term, though, is it not? Like, I mean, it is? Yeah? Yeah, why not? Ooh. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Well, I mean, you know, it's pretty standard wine talk, I feel.
Right.
Unless you want to go like wine aficionado.
Right.
Really fancy it up.
It's a fancy word for a drunk. I want you guys to see if you can point out a fruit.
Ooh. That's that bourbon wine.
That's that bourbon. So a little trick when you do venture out to try some red wine, especially the Cooper and Thief red blend from California. This is actually one of my favorite red blends for the $1. You can find these pretty easily at most liquor stores. Pick this one up at Bottle Cult, the new home of Urban Wine Tribe TV. We're going to be doing live audience episodes every other Tuesday starting February 26th. It's going to be super lit. Naja, if you don't love this red wine, and it still needs to breathe a little bit, but feel free to have a taste. It's good to have a taste of the red wine now so you can see the progression as it opens up.
Say no more. I'll taste that shit. Damn right. Cheers to the taste.
I hope you got that, Jake. The wine with the vegetable pizza is not terrible. It's all right.
Just okay.
It's good. The pizza's good, and the wine is good. Together, maybe better with the pepperoni. The reason most people like really cold beers because it goes down easy and you taste less of it. When beer is warmer, you get more of that those bitter flavors, and it doesn't go down your throat as easily. So the same thing with wine, you're losing flavors. It's just kind of going down like a refreshing drink, as opposed to what most people do when they drink red wine, which is kind of savor it, kind of move it around your mouth. That's the difference between drinking wine room temperature or drinking it cold.
How often do you have shitty wine?
Not often, only because, listen, I'm a Nets, Mets, and Jets fan. I can find the beauty in anything. You know what I mean? I've been such a glutton for punishment. I'm like, you know what? It tastes like donkey's balls, but, as I told you guys, it gets better. The consistency riches up a little bit. It becomes a little bit sweeter. Oh, you drank it? So we're taking this off, bro. I'm going fucking corporate. I'm going corporate, bro. I'm selling out. I don't give. I'm telling you right now. Don't be surprised when I fucking sell out. I'm selling out.
It's got a nice beard.
Cut off.
He's trying to change his style. Change your whole style. A 3 is dress. 3 is short. It's like anybody. Remember, this is a 4. You're gonna look like a short. This is person with a 3. You're gonna look like a.
So it was Halloween, and I drive Uber. So I was dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nice.
And I was Ubering, I was picking somebody up. And I pull up to the street, and Jake happens to be standing there with a camera and a skateboard, and he's getting ready to build a flying carpet. His friend was dressed as Aladdin for Halloween, and the dude was going to ride the flying carpet all through Rutgers.
It's so much of skateboard was 20 miles an hour, so you're riding naturally.
It's on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dressed as Aladdin, it's hilarious. He has the music playing in the background. It's awesome. So I see him out there with a skateboard and the camera. I hop out my car, run up to this nice young man dressed up as Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, hey, there's school around here? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you go to school for film? We exchanged numbers. A week later, we're sitting in Starbucks. So basically, I tell him, I said, Jake, I can either pay you for one episode, or you could just work for me for free.
And here he is today.
I could pay you for one episode, or we could do a bunch of episodes and we'll do it for me for free.
See, but you're also summarizing to make it look like I'm just an idiot. There's more to it.
To the person with the quick reaction, you seem like an idiot. To a person who thinks it out and sees what we built, they see you as a genius. And that's what you are. Jake is the one doing all the editing and producing. He's crushing the videos. But yeah, that's how I met Jake, on the side of the road.
Nice.
It's on camera, I want those salts. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
How old were you when you first started cutting hair?
I went to school in 2010. First haircut I ever did was in 8th grade.
Right.
I cut my boy Brett's hair, trying to give him like a skin fade. Right. I had these clippers at the house. They didn't have the lever. I had the clips. It's like, I'm gonna kill this watch. So
No brainer.
hit him with the 8 up top. And I started cutting. This is the first time I'm doing this. So then I'm like, kind of put the bottom line in. And I'm just thinking, like, all right, where the hell do I go from here? So I start like bringing it up. The line just keeps going further and further up.
It's like, all right, let me switch sides. Come around, and I actually I was kind of fading that side, kind of nice. The other side was already at the top. You know what I'm saying? I had nowhere else to go, so I tried to bring this side up. Eventually, I fucked it up real bad.
Right. Beyond repair.
Beyond repair. He went, to the barber shop. Took like a 1 to the top.
Yeah.
And just like high skin, military.
I want to tell you guys about how Ryan became my barber.
He found me in the back of the shop, not cutting nobody.
Good
one.
Hey
guys.
Good one, Jake. My man Doug was the barber there. Shout out to my man Doug. Awesome barber. The thing was that Doug always had a line, and you always had, it was a walk-in shop. There was no appointment, so he would always have people waiting on him. Ryan was there, and you know how it is with a new guy. Like you have your barber, and you're loyal to your barber. But fuck, I need a haircut. I watched Ryan cut hair, and I was like, all right, he's pretty good. He's pretty solid. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, fuck, I gotta get out here. I need a cut. I'm gonna give this guy a shot. And let me tell you, the first haircut, and we had a rapport because we were friendly as I went there. And it seemed like he really cared that he really wanted to give me a good haircut. Because let me tell you, that shit took an hour and a half.
I was very slow.
It was like, and every haircut after, it was like, fuck. Let me tell you something. Every hair was in place. The haircuts were impeccable, but I just had to clear my schedule because he is an artiste.
However, if you want to find my work, you can find it at WOB_barbershop on Instagram. A lot of fire for myself. The other barbers that work here put out a lot of quality work. We do care about what we do.
Yep.
We're passionate. We're gonna go ahead and
no Puerto Rican stashes.
And set it. We're gonna set it with the trimmer, and then we really sharpen it up with the blade.
Let's do it.
Not a walking contradiction. She down to ride, I hope she ride tonight. I change the scenery, just come on over, catch a flight. I know you tired of lames in your city, really living like my grandma. I'm not a walking contradiction. She down to ride, I hope she ride tonight. I change the scenery, just come on over, catch a flight.
Yeah.
I know you tired of lames.
Listen, yeah. It started in the West.
Honestly, I've only seen 2 types of barbers. Guys who are very passionate and want to really learn the craft and are very slow in the beginning. And then there's the guy who thinks it's a quick hustle, who wants to just try and make a couple bucks. They'll fly through haircuts. Yeah, they'll make decent money for that day, but 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line, they're the guys sitting on their ass on their phone talking about come in and get a haircut. I don't got never time to post that shit.
We've been at this location for about 2.5 years, maybe a little bit more. July 24th of 2016 we've been here.
And you guys are involved in a lot of things. I know you sponsor a basketball team.
We do. We sponsor a basketball team, plays at the Metuchen Sportsplex pretty much every Monday. We buy the uniforms, put up a decent bit as far as the league fees that are involved. Some of the players do pay league fees, but I do like to take on the role of paying more, considering that we are sponsoring and that stuff. We also sponsor local baseball teams, little league teams, music programs at the high schools.
That's dope.
We do cuts for veterans. A lot of guys are scared of a blow dryer, right? So like a blow dryer is going to be like your number one friend when it comes to male grooming, because a lot of the styles are short. They're easy to work with. A lot of guys will complain about how they can't get their hair to stay in one place. They'll try different products, and some products work good for some guys and some don't for others. But at the end of the day, if you just find yourself any product and are able to manipulate a blow dryer in an upward and sideways motion, you can make just about any style work, right? So same thing with the beard. If you just want to go down and out, hair up and over, it's pretty simple stuff for a lot of the men's styles.
She down to ride, I hope she ride tonight. A change of scenery, just come on over, catch a flight.
Yeah.
I know you try to lean.
Look, listen, listen, yeah. It started in the West, All-Star Weekend, didn't hit it then, now we on a sequel. Had to fly out, we're in Miami for the weekend. Breaking all the rules, this hot weather got me tweaking. Fucked up playhouse, we had a threesome with Amina. I'm 10 grand in, start to feel like I'm a cheater. She throw it back at 10, sipping on a liter.
Now, I appreciate all of my clients. They support me, they treat me very good. You know, some of them can be a little bit picky, a little bit, you know, you continue to come to get a haircut from me, right? So it's like a lot of people will act like they're not returning to my chair. It's like, you're gonna sit here and critique me and judge me, but you continue to come to my chair. Just trust, just have faith. I'm gonna treat you right. You're gonna look good when you get out of my chair.
I promise you I was that guest once upon a time.
So ease up a little bit on the snatching the neck and looking at the mirror, making sure it's right. You know it's right. That's why you're here.
My little Allen mama, she a bad bitch. Hella thick, yeah, she eat her rice and cabbage. And she like to talk crazy, but a nigga love it. Make a nigga choke her out, and she love fucking. And she know I got a wife, she alright with that. As long as I pay them bills, I can pull that track. Take trips on the water while we eating crabs. Real nigga, let her get it, cause I owe her that. That's my bitch, get mad, fuck another nigga. Never bitchin', she just know that I ain't fuck.
Still got the signature fade.
Yeah. I'm glad you talked me out of that.
Yeah, me too.
That was almost a bad decision. Thank you, brother. All right, Urban Wine Tribe, that's been another episode of I'll Bring the Wine. Shout out to Ryan. Thank you for having me. Thank you for another dope haircut. Check him out in Metuchen, New Jersey at World of Beards Barbershop, at Barber Vision 2020, and at WOB_barbershop. Shout out to you, Jake. Doing a great job. Thank you again. Thank you to the guys, to the crowd for hanging out with us. Shout out to Nigel. He got out of here. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Watching my moves, these niggas rap like me. You blowing up her phone, she put her ass